Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we will discuss mostly on the Wipro coding questions. From today onwards I will making the videos on Wipro coding questions because Wipro campus drive is coming in January. So I would like to train you about the Wipro coding questions, and I observed that the Wipro is asking the questions in four topics in previous years, like it is asking in patterns, arrays, strings, problems on stacks. So from today onwards, I will focus on these four topics, and one by one, I will give you the Wipro coding questions of all these four topics. So our today's videos is very basic questions on pattern, but coming videos you will get more complex and hard questions. So let's just start for today's. Our first question is very simple question. It is first one is we having the input of 5 and we want an output of 1 2 3 4 5. It's very basic, very easy questions. So we will take the n is equals to int of input of. I'm teaching here in the Python programming language. You can convert this into any language, C, C++ or Java in as your convenience. So first we are taken here, we have taken the 5. Here we have taken the 5 and we are taking the loop for I in range of 1 to n plus 1. Means your loop will start from 1 and it will end to 5. N plus 1 means 5 plus 1 is 6, but for I, for loop will run from 1 to 1 n minus 1, means like here it will run up to n only. So it will print 1 2 3 4 5. This will be your output. The second question. So our second question is input is 2 comma 5, means we have to take the two inputs with the space separated. So to write this one we are having the map function. So n1 comma n2, n1 will store the 2 and n2 will store the 5. For that we are taking the map function and we are taking the two integers. That why we had written here integer and input dot split off. So here we are splitting by default, it is the space, and here also we are splitting with the space. So no problem. Now again we are running the loop from 2, from n is equals to 2 to n2 plus 1, that is 5 plus 1 6. So it will run 1 less than that, so 2 to 5. So it will print 2 3 4 5, the output will be printed. And why we are using end is equals to space here? To print it in the space format, like 2 space 3 space 4 space 5. So to print with the space we are using the end is equals to space. If we don't place here end is equals to space, then output will be 1 2 3 4 and 5. It will be in the new line by default. Fine. Our third question is we want to take the two input with the comma. We want two input with the comma. Here we want the two input with the comma, not with the space. So here we will write split with the comma, not with the space. So we have taken the two variables, n1 is equals to 2 and n2 is equals to 5. And same we are running the loop for loop from n1 to n2 plus 1, that is from 2 to 5 we are running, and we will print the output. Same result will be printed, only we have taken the input with the space, instead of a space separated we have taken it in the comma separated. Okay. The next question, we are taking the input in two lines. Okay, so first line is 2 and the second line is 5. So simply we are taking n1 int of input of, n2 is equals to int of input of. So n1 is equals to 2 and n2 is equals to 5. Correct. Simply we are printing 2 3 4 5. So we are taking the for loop and we are printing that 1 2 3 4 5 with the space separated. Okay. The next question is we are taking the two variables 2 and 5.0. One, this is in the integer format and this another one is in the float format. So this is the integer format and this is the float format. So how we will take it? because we have to take with the space separation, so map function will be used. But here both is different, both are not same, one is integer and another one is the float. So whenever that case occurs, you have to use a str function to take both, like 2 will be taken in the string format and 5.0 will be taken in the string format, and then we are converting this integer, this string into an integer and storing it into a. So a contains your 2, and then we are converting this string as a float, and then that are storing in the b. So 5.0 is stored here. So we are printing a comma b, that is 2 comma 5.0 is printed. So this will be our output. Okay. The next question is, input is 2 and 2 is space separated by 5 and 3 is space separated by 7. So what does here 2 means? So what is our input? 2, 2 comma 5 and 3 comma 7. So here 2 means it's a test case. It's a test case. Test case means 2 will be test case. One test case is 2 comma 2 space 5 and second test case is 3 comma 7. And we want the output for 2, 3, 4, 5 for this one, and 3 to 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all these are pattern based questions. So we are writing the pattern only. So what's our program? So first of all, we have taken this test case, that is t equals to int of input. Here 2 will be stored. Now from that, for I in range of t, so up to how many is the test case, we will take those many inputs. So for that, we are taking a comma b is equals to map of int of input dot split. Means we have taken a comma b, we have taken a is equals to 2 and b equals to 5 with the space separated, splitted with the space. And for j in range of a comma b plus 1, because we need to print the output pattern printing from 2, 3, 4, 5. So for that one, we have taken the j variable in our loop, j loop, and then we are printing that one. After completion of the j, we have to go to the next line. So we are printing the print equals to this. This means the next line. Next line. Okay. So this way we will print the whole scenario. Fine. The next question is, this is the pattern. This is important one. This is important. So what's our input? If we are giving the input equals to 5, we want the output to be 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5 times. Okay. So this is the pattern we want. So how we can this? So for doing these types of questions, we definitely requires 2 loop. 2 loops are required to do this one. So what n equals to int of input. So 5 we have taken in the n, and then for I in range of 1 comma n plus 1, means this loop will run from 1 to 5, because n plus 1, 5 plus 1 is 6, but for loop will run 1 minus 1 up to minus 1, means n minus 1. So 1 to 5 it will run for j in range of I, and it will run up to I only. So from 0 to I minus 1 only it will run. I minus 1 it will run. Okay. So print I. So in first case, what's our? So in first case, see, I is equals to 1 we have taken. I equals to 1 we have taken. After that, for j in range of I. J in range of I. J will be your 0 to I minus 1, 0 to 0. Means only one time it will run, and what it will print? It will print the I. So 1 will be printed. Now again the I will be incremented to 2. Now j will run from 0 to I minus 1. What is I? 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. Means it will run 2 times, 0 and 1 time. So when it is 0, it will print the 2 for 1 time. And again the j, when j will be your 1, again it will print the I with the 2. So this will be printed. Now again the I will be 3 and j will run from 0 to 2. Based on that, we will get all the outputs. Okay. So this pattern will be printed based on that. Now this pattern, we are printing 1 1 1 for 5 times, and 2 to 2 for 5 times, 3 for 5 times, 4 for 5 times and 5 for 5 times. So same like a previous question we have to do for this also. N is equals to int of input of, so here we have taken 5. Okay, here we have taken n is equals to 5. For I in range of 1 to n plus 1 means I will run from a loop 1 to 5. Okay, for j in range of 1 comma n plus 1 means j will run from 1 to 5. J will also run from 1 to 5 and we are simply printing the I. So I is what, for first time I is constant 1 and j is running from 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Based on that, those many times I will be printed and again I will be converted to 2. Again the j will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and I will be printed, that is 2 will be printed. So like this 2, 3, 4, 5 is printed. Okay. That's all for today. Hope you understand the video. If you don't understand any concept, please comment. I will try to help you. Thank you.